Om Shanti. All of you can hear me? Gitanjali, can you hear me? I'm visible to you as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's start the session. Keep your back, neck straight, align, relax your body, gently close your eyes, and go into your posture, go into your asana. Observe the alignment. How's your back, your neck, your shoulder? How's your spine? And remain for a few seconds in the posture. Now move towards your natural pure breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Just observe. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale from the belly. Now prepare yourself for the 3-time chanting along with the Shanti. Inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration, feel the sensation. Now, join your both palms, tap your palms. Please open your eyes, feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to the Ayurveda class. Let's in previous session we discussed about the Prakriti. The Prakriti, Mula Prakriti and the Sthai Prakriti we discussed. The Prakriti which you born with it, like your parents' traits and attributes, climate factor, then your purvaj, like ancestral factors which making you, right? And then their past, your past life, your previous birth also play important role of today. Whatever you look like, whatever you behave, what kind of persona, personality you are having, that's come from these factors. A sthai prakriti, which is uh, changeable prakriti, which keep changing because of your diet, your lifestyle, your activity, your habit, and which can be you can modify it. But some people feel very difficult to change their habit. Some people go along with it very easily. So these two prakriti we discussed in detail. Now today we're gonna talk about the sapta prakriti, 7 types of the prakriti. I'm gonna share you the video, uh, the picture of today's topic. It is visible. It's not that much clear. Yeah. All of you, can you see? The topic is Sapta. Sapta Prakriti. It's visible to you?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So Sapta means 7. If you see SAPT, Sapta means 7. Prakriti I talked about already, the nature, the matter. Okay. So you also formed from the matter. So everything around you that called the Prakriti. But when it's come to the human being, we divide into the category. Okay, how many types of personality we, you know, the human can be divided into it. Okay, because of their different uh, their attributes, their characteristics are different from the other personality. So Swami Vagbharji did the research over these things, and he find out there's 7 types of the personality prevalent in entire world. No matter you are from England or you are from Japan or some other places, he understood these things because he has the basic understanding of the human body. So, and also he's a great psychoanalyst. So he also know what kind of mental body the people generally having it by going through their surrounding observation. So he figured out and divided the 7 types of the one prakriti divided into the 7 types of prakriti, 7 types of the personality, which we called sapta prakriti, 7 personality. One is Vat. So Vat, Pitta, Kapha, the pronunciation Vat, Pitta, Kapha, Vat, Pitta, Vat, Kapha, Kapha, Pitta, and then Vat, Pitta, and Kapha, the 7th one. So these are the 7 personality. Now one by one, we're gonna take it. Now I have, today we're gonna talk about the Vat personality. So you can see this Vat one. So Vata P means Vata personality. Okay. Vata personality. It means when Vata is dominant in you, when Vata go high, then you have certain characteristics, certain attributes. And it said that even I also told you this thing that you required Vat, you required Pith, you required Kapha. But when it go imbalanced state, like it's start dominating the other dosha, then it creating the problem, right? So it doesn't mean that you don't require the Vat. Vat you required for mobility, right? For movement, so for circulation. So there's that is the importance of the Vat. You require the Vat in your body. Now, what happened when you born with the Vat personality? You have certain attributes and certain your physical, your mental body is decided since your birth. how you're gonna behave, and what kind of mm, behavior pattern you're gonna adapt. That's also decided in the mother womb, right? Before your birth, because half of the thing, because again, come to the Mula Prakriti, everything is coming from the your past, your parents, your ancestor, your climate, your which place you are living, the society, whatever social norms you are going to born, that's also you're gonna understand, right? That's also going to affect you. So Mula Prakriti would be affected by these factors. So if you're born with a Vata personality, like Vata dominant personality, Vata dominant personality, Vata is high. Then your physic, your physiological characteristics. So write it down, your physiological characteristics. So physiological characteristic is means your height, your hair, your eyes, your skin, your color, your all the way you look, your features, everything is decided, right? Before your birth. So it doesn't mean like when you are growing, your skin color would be gonna change, your eyes, your hair texture would be gonna change. You're born with it, and if you go through, like even you become going to be old, yes, you get the wrinkles and other things also, but with the same skin color, which I already explained you in the previous class, that if you get the white skin, you cannot convert into the black, right? You cannot get the brown skin or the black skin, right? You cannot change your skin, though if you're trying to change it through the medicine, through the drugs, or through other things, it become dangerous for your body, right? So that we already discussed about it. So physiological characteristic of the Vata personality, write it down this line, physiological characteristic of the Vata personality. So first, their body type. For physiological characteristic, the first is body type. Their body type, their physics, how they look like, So they have the slim and lean body structure. Slim and lean body structure. Then for them, it's very difficult to gain the weight, but it's very easy to lose the weight. Okay, the shoulder would not be wide enough, small shoulder they would be having it. Okay, so it's like width of the shoulder would be not wide enough. Okay, then this is their body type. Then come to their hair. What kind of hair structure they would be having? The hair structure would be wavy. The type of hair, wavy hair, dry hair, scalp would be dry. Hair type is also like their hair would be dry. Frizzy, and they also get the split and also sometimes they get the dandruff also, dandruff issues they have more. So this is and color of the hair would be like dark brown to light brown they can have. Dark brown to light brown. Then this is the hair type, and also they have the issue of hair fall. They get the problem of hair fall and gray hair also easily. Like if you start having the gray hair in the young generation, most of the people are having the gray hair. So because of the Vata, Vata go imbalance in their body. Then their eyes, their eye structure, and the eyebrows. Eyebrows would be and eyelashes. So eyelashes would be not very heavy, thin. Eyebrows also thin, not much hair on the eyebrows and the eyelashes. Okay, this part is thin. And the eye part, the white part of the eye is patchy. Is patchy. There's a patches in the eye. It's not crystal clear. So white part of the eye would be patchy. Eyes color could be dark brown to the light brown, or sometimes they can also have the black shades of the black. So this is the eye, their eyes and eyebrows also, thin eyebrows they would be having it. Now come to the skin. The skin, basically, mostly their skin have the dryness. Normal to dry skin, if Vata is balanced, normal skin. When Vata go imbalance, they would be having the dry skin. Okay, dry, normal to dry skin they can have. And color of the skin would be dusky color, brown, dark brown, or dusky color. Their height would be not tall enough, small height. Okay, the height would be small, not tall, like around 5 or below the 5 or 5'4". In men, it would be 5'4" or 5'5". In girls, it would be, especially in India. So you can check the climate according to the climate. The place where normally what is the general height of the common general population having the what kind of height ratio. So that's you have to compare. You cannot compare, like Indian people cannot compare their height with the European. You have to see in that way. Okay. So even the skin, hair, and everything, also you have to compare with your Mula Prakriti. So whatever climate you are living, from that you have to figure out what kind of skin you are having. Okay, then you have to figure out your skin is dry, oily, or more oily, or soft or supple. Clear? In Indian climate, basically these things are explained according to the Indian climate. So you can, if you're gonna evaluate these things, you're gonna use these tools in your country, you have to basically check with the general people. Okay, generally what kind of hair, skin, eyes color they are born with it, and then compare with that thing. That's how you're gonna use these tools in order to evaluate the personality. Make sense? So same with the heightos. Okay. Now their gait and action. Gait and action means their activity. So basically they talk fast and they walk fast. It's like very quickly they are talking. Some people, have you seen, they just talk very fast. You cannot understand them well. Okay. So mostly people, they just keep talking without taking the pause. So that's the way they talk. And they walk like making the sound with the feet when they walk. So that is their gait and action. Even by, if you have confusion, okay, what kind of eyes, hair, and skin color, so you can evaluate them through their gait and actions. But yes, everything would be, you have to evaluate. Then their weather reaction, how they react towards the weather, what people, they enjoy the warm climate like coastal area, tropical areas, they do very well. And even even if we are treating the Vata personality, so it's suitable climate for giving the treatment, coastal area, tropical areas. But cold climate, like if you living in the European countries, most of the European countries have the cold climate, right? So it's become difficult. They Vata increase in the cold climate, so they cannot bear the cold, and it's gonna increase their problem also. So and most of the time their feet and hands remain cold when they have the Vata imbalance. Okay, so it's become very difficult for them to enjoy the cold climate. They don't enjoy the snowfall, or it looks so beautiful, but it's become very difficult for them. So weather reaction. Okay, now come to the mental part. Psychological characteristic of the Vata personality. Psychological characteristic means their mental body. Okay, psychological, how they think, what kind of thought procedure, memory they are having, and the emotion, and how they take the stress. Okay, and their sleep. These things we cannot talk about it. Okay, so mental body and their psychological characteristic, they quickly learn the things but easily forget. Fast learner and quick, completely forget. Absent minded, lost, confused personality. Decision making is weak in them. They cannot easily come decide, okay, quickly, okay, I have to do this. But yes, they quickly take the action without planning them. They cannot do the planning. They just hope. They just grab the opportunity as soon as they get it, without giving the thought to that opportunity, thought to their action. They just do it. Okay, so and they are anxious, agitated, irritated, and get, but not aggressive. Okay, they get irritated very easily, but not with that aggression, though they do get the aggression, but not that much. Okay, and some point of time is for them is like difficult to cope up with the situation. They cannot handle the situation pretty well. So because they don't have the decision making how to handle these things, they get confused, they jealous, overthinker, they think a lot, but putting into the action, not much. Instead of doing the action, putting into the in the action, they take time. This thing take time, but to think, they can keep on thinking whole day. That's why their sleep gonna disturb by these activities, because they think a lot, so they get the apnea problem. It's like they used to have sleep apnea. It means disturbed sleep, insomnia, or they see lots of nightmare, and during the nights they wake up very easily. Difficult for them to fall into the sleep, but waking up early is quickly they can do this thing. They can wake up early very quickly, easily. So these are their mental psychological aspect towards the situation, emotion level. They are they get very bored with the things. So in the long term relationship, they cannot stay forever. They love traveling, and they want every time something new. They always look for something new, something innovative. But yes, the reality is that everything is coming to the cycle. There is nothing coming new things. But they get bored with the one thing. So, and they are fickle minded too. So, and because of that, it brings the instability in their relationship. So, but they are very social. So, because they are social, they have many friends. They love talking. They are extreme. They are extreme extrovert personality. They love sharing, but they lack the listening part. They don't like much listening, but they love talking. Now, if we come to their work, what kind of occupation they can go for it. So occupation and the work jobs, because they are very socialized, they love talking. So public relationship where they have to hang out with many people, HR, human resources, marketing, radio jockey or VJ, anchor, these kind of work, they do very well in these things. Travel guide, a traveler guide, or anything which related to the traveling. These they do very good things with those things, with the traveling. Okay, so philanthropist, social worker, and news reporter. These in these profession they do very well if they control their wonderness, because they think lot, and they can, because of thinking lot they always get confused. And if they work on their wonderness, that wandering here and there, and work on their stability, and instead of unstabilizing every profession, and even they don't do well because of instability in the profession also, instability in the relationship also, instability in their profession also. So if they control these things, they do very well in these profession. Okay, now come to the problems, physiological and psychosomatic problems. So physiological problems and psychological problems, they do get 80%. If we take 100% days a day, right? So 80% diseases happen because of the Vata imbalance. If we add the Asian problems like physical, psychological problems and medical issues, same, and modern issues. Okay, plus this is the percentage 100%. So out of 100, 80% disease you will get if you have the Vata dominant personality, because Vata is calculating everything and many and persuading. The quality of the Vata is persuading the things. So it also catch the many diseases very quickly. So problems, I have written down the few problems here. Varicose veins, where veins are visible, crack in the heels, cracking sounds coming from your bones when you're moving any asana like Tadasana or any posture. You just move your hands like this. The sound is coming from your bones. That heart-related issues, cardiovascular related problems, diabetes also happen because of the Vata imbalance. So many problems, hair issues, hair problems, then skin related problems. Most of the problems come because of the Vata. So I've just written down the few examples in order to give you the clarity what kind of problems you get, and all the bones related problems happen because of the Vata go imbalance. So this is all about the Vata personality, Vata dominant personality. Any doubt till here? Any difficulty in the Vata dominant personality?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope it's the physiological and the psychological characteristic, and even in the problem psychosomatic like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome issues, or colitis, gastrointestinal problems also people get because of the Vata imbalance. In coming session, we're gonna talk about the treatment for these things, but first we have to understand these personality one by one. So in tomorrow, we're going to talk about the Pitta and the Kapha personality, and then one by one, we're going to talk about in detail. So we're going to let's end the session with the chanting, with the little prayer. If you don't have doubts, Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned, and gently close your eyes. Go into your posture, go into your asana. Observe the alignment. How's your back, your neck, your chin, shoulder relax, palm resting on the knee. Once your body is comfortable and relaxed, move very slowly, move your attention towards the natural pure breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Now, prepare yourself for the 3-time Om chanting. So, inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palm. Tap your palm. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Bye bye. Bless you guys. Meet you at meditation class. Take care.
Om Shanti.